during our panel discussion, of course, but I'm trying to address some concept here. It is more about the past and existing dynamic and structure of the space industry in general and satellite industry in particular, and how it will affect our market in very next future. Here we are all advocating, I'm assuming, the commercial satellite sectors and that's why it's ought to look into the market from economic lens, actually. The space industry in general, since its inception almost in 1957, was founded and driven by non-commercial rationality and heavily rely on constitutional and governmental customers, as well as military type of applications, which less likely have that much commercial objective. Since past 2 decades, the market moved from its very much centralized beginning into decentralized market, and since a decade back, almost a decade back, by emerging and booming of the internet connectivity, actually, commercial satellite industry has got very huge interest to use and leverage the connectivity problem in emerging market. Statistically, we are talking about over 50% of the world populations, about over 3 billion people is underserved right now. These lucrative statistical numbers and the huge market potentials have pushed many new entrants into the market. On the other hand, incumbent players have been invested substantial assets into new technology to increase the throughput of their current asset, which we all know, and we are talking, they did it on last session actually, about the APSAT technology. This lucrative new, now, we have achieved some of actually our past ambitions by, and those ambitions actually come to true right now. And we are replacing our own satellite in our industry with HTS and new technology somehow, And the new entrants are also working very hard to bring in all those new capacity into the reality. But what are the next steps? Sounds like, at least from where we are standing, we are not that much, we are service provider, we are not that much like satellite operators into the purely supply, basically, stuff. From what we are understanding, sounds like we are really neglecting some basic bedrock of economy here in our industry, in commercial satellite industry. First and the foremost one is the past and existing market dynamic and structure. It is beginning to transform from a very much oligopoly type of the markets and imperfect competitions market into more open and distributing type of economy. This is what we are witnessing nowadays. New entrant coming from much more competitive business environment, while incumbent players used to enjoy the previous market structure. Secondly, as another basic element of any market, which is demand creations, does we invest enough for demand creation or just heavily rely on those big statistical numbers and potential, as well as our mainstream and current customers? Lastly, but definitely not the least one here, is a very vital and pivotal part of any supply-demand market: supply chain. How we are going to transform all those potential capacity into the de facto and functional one, serving to even a small portion of such a big and huge numbers of clients needs a very mature and active supply chain in place, which from my standpoint of view is a big mismatch. After all, in a very short brief, we have got almost no proper ecosystem in place to utilize our potential. Thank you all very much again.